Hey beauties, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Riri, and today's video is going to be all about the Tarte Create Your Own Kit. Alright beauties, so if you're unfamiliar with the Tarte Build Your Own Kit, it is a 6-piece kit for $63. Tarte only does this a couple times a year, and I try to get in on it every single time. I love Tarte. I've been a fan of Tarte for many, many years. They're actually, aside from my Modern Renaissance palette, they're one of the very first kind of higher end type of brands that I ever tried. So they hold a special place in my heart. So here is my box. As you can see, it is still sealed. So we are going to get some scissors and dive on in. Tarte has some of my all-time favorite products. And then Tarte also has had products that I didn't really care for. But I say that all the time. There is no one brand that is literally going to be absolutely perfect completely across the board and make products that we all love. They're just not. So it comes beautifully packaged, as you can see. And I like the way that it kind of builds a full face for you, meaning like step one, you're picking a complexion product, and then you're picking foundation, and then you can pick, you know, mascaras, lips, bronzer, highlight, etc. I don't even remember what I got because y'all know I buy shit for videos and it sits over there, and yeah. And hopefully my light's okay. It's getting kind of late in the day. I just started some dinner for my boys, so we're gonna come in here and chat, have some girl time, have some one-on-one while we wait for the meatloaf to be done. So I'm gonna open everything up. And because this isn't really a first impressions, unless maybe the mascara is one I haven't tried, we can kind of just dive in. I pretty much know how I feel about specific Tarte products, unless I obviously, like I said, got something new. So first up is this really cute hot pink and black Tarte bag. You do get a bag with every single kit that you do purchase. I'll probably pass that along. I have so many Ipsy bags and stuff, y'all, that I need another bag like I need a hole in my head. Okay, so we're gonna go through. And yes, it is 6 pieces. And then they also give you a thing for Awake, Meet Our Skin Awakening. 15% off your purchase of Awake. Offer ends August 1st. And then also 15% off at Tarte.com. Also ends August 1st. That was pretty cool. So use the code LOVETARTE15. I'll hold it here if you want a screenshot. So you can save you a little bit of coin, you know what I mean? They always have really good sales too. They always have a clearance section, so I'm very excited. So first up is going to be the Tarte Found Sealer Foundation Brush, and it has a cool tropical print on it. I think that's super cute. And you guys know I do typically apply my foundation with a domed brush or a flat top kabuki brush, so I'm really excited to test this brush out. Next up, we have our foundation. This is the Found Sealer Broad Spectrum SPF 20. I did get my everyday, like, very light foundation in light sand, so I'm a little nervous. That is a shade I pretty much use in every foundation that I have from them. These are the two that I do have, that I have repurchased and that I really love. So it's gonna be light. I'm just gonna let y'all know. But I'm only tan 2 to 3 months throughout the year, and the rest of the time I am the light sand. With the Found Sealer though, I did get a sample of this from Sephora and I really enjoyed it, so I'm really excited to try this and have the full size. I'm going to be using this was not in this kit, but I do have my base tape. You guys know I've gone through a few of the minis of this, and I love this so much, so I'll be using that with it. And then let's jump into everything else. So I have the Sugar Rush by Tarte. That's kind of their sister brand. Keep Calm Sunny's On eyeshadow palette. That is what that looks like on the outside. And they are a cruelty-free brand. Cute! Aw, that gives me like 1970s Woodstock vibes. Very cute. Just a pretty neutral, and then like a little pop of a green in there, but it's really pretty. I do like their formula overall. I do sometimes feel like their shades can kind of wither away a little bit throughout the day. Not every palette has done that. And this doesn't have the yummy smell that I'm used to from Tarte. But okay, we're gonna dive in either way. And then I also have from the Sugar Rush collection, the Tarte Fresh and Frosted Highlighter Palette. Again, there is your unit carton. I'm gonna assume it's pink like that. Oh, totally cute. So that is really, really cute. It is a more hard plastic versus the other one being cardboard. And let's see what she looks like. Oh, don't know that I'm gonna use this. Unless it doesn't actually look that glittery on the skin. You guys know I like a blinding, beautiful highlight, but I like a lit from within, sinks in, delicious, dewy, glowy highlight, not glitter, sparkles, thick. I'm gonna swap. Yeah, I already can tell you I'm not gonna like this. It's that weird, kind of more sticky, chunky formula. They are pretty and they look really blinding, and maybe they'll go on the skin a little different. I have found that they don't with this particular type of formula. I might have screwed up. I might cheat and go into a Tarte highlight that I already love and have. And then I also got a Tarteist Creamy Matte Lit Paint. I've used several of these, and my favorite shade is Birthday Suit, so I was able to get Birthday Suit. Also, it is National Lipstick Day when I'm filming this. I kind of went ham on Ulta because Lime Crime Lippies were only $10, and y'all know those are some of my all-time favorites, so I went a little crazy. But this is Birthday Suit. It's, of course, a version of nude, so really excited to have that again. And then I also have the Tarte Primer and Mascara Opening Act Lash Primer. Oh. I don't know why I didn't realize I got a lash primer. That's okay, we have a Tarte mascara as well. So that is the last piece in my little kit. So again, we have the lash primer, our lipstick, our brooch, our foundation, our blush, a highlight palette, and then our eyeshadow palette. So we're gonna jump on in. I'm really scared, okay, because I don't know about that highlight, y'all. And again, the foundation, I already know is going to be too light. I do apologize for that, but I didn't want to invest and get a summer shade that I'm only going to use for a couple months. So, yeah. So I'm going to go first into my Tarte Base Tape. Again, I love this. I've used it many times, and I've used it for probably a year, maybe a little bit more than that. So I'm going to put this on. It is a thinner formulation. It is super, super hydrating and glowy, which I really love. But if you're someone that really wants, pore filling and things like that, this is not for you. Also, if you do not like the scent of coconut, although I feel like this is a refreshing, soft, natural coconut scent. But if you're completely opposed, wouldn't recommend, okay? So we're gonna dive in with the Found Sealer. I kind of don't want to open this up because I already have two Tarte foundations open. But that is what it looks like. I will say, I wish that every company did their foundations like this, where you pump it and then it kind of comes from the bottom up. So you don't get any waste. You know how much you have in, in the vessel. So yeah, I'm a little bummed about that part of it. But there is this. And then of course the Found Sealer brush is obviously kind of the, sister to the foundation, if you will. And it has like that really pretty tropical theme. I think the packaging is gorgeous on both. So yeah, I don't really know how to use this because I had a sample. Okay, cool. So twist it up. I'm gonna shake it, I always do, and pump some on the back of my hand. Again, I already know that I like this formulation, but it's definitely gonna be a little light. Houston, we have a problem. Oh my God. Oh, do I? Do I mix it or do I continue and warm it up? Oh my goodness. Okay, the brush feels really, really nice. Very firm and densely packed, the way that I like for a brush to be. I do like this foundation a lot, especially having drier skin, having a lot of texture to my skin. It's really soft. It has a beautiful slight dewiness to it, which I really appreciate. It does slightly dry down a little bit more than it is right now. You can see how glowy it is right now. It is a medium coverage. I think if you have beautiful, very clear skin, you could probably honestly use this as a more full-ish covered. I like the brush a lot. So we will get close. Ignore the shade, please. Before. And after. So I'm going to do the rest of my face. I'm going to set with my standard Charlotte Tilbury powder. I do not have a Tarte powder, and then I will be RB. All right, so I kind of lied. Do the rest of my face, but I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. This is obviously not part of the kit, but it is part of a Tarte full face, so we're going to use her up. This is, I believe, my third of Tarte Shape Tape, and it's so strange that I really love this concealer because it is really not meant for dry skin. It is very mattifying, very full coverage, and dries very quickly upon, applying it. So work fast. I definitely say less is more with this as well. But it is super duper full coverage. And as long as you set it, I've never had an issue with creasing or anything like that. But I do feel that I do need to set it. But yeah, it's super full coverage. Again, less is more, but I love it. I've used it for a very long time. Never had any issues other than if I just kind of use a little bit too much. And the only time I really use concealer, especially if it's, a hardcore concealer like this one, is just if I'm kind of really getting blue and sallowness underneath my eyes. And then, of course, y'all know I don't put foundation all the way up. I kind of come to about right here. So I'm not putting foundation and concealer and powder. I feel like that's why a lot of us do feel like we look heavy or cakey or we feel thick. That's why, if you don't need the product there, I say don't use it, you know what I mean? And try doing it that way. Obviously, do what works for you. And then I'm going to go into the Charlotte Tilbury powder. Again, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in medium. It may help us out a little bit today because it does have a little bit of pigment to it, which I appreciate. And I actually use this all the time now. Not all the time, but, the few days here and there that I wear makeup now. But every time I do my makeup, I am using this. And it is beautiful. I like the fact that it mattifies everything. It really does look airbrush and really beautiful, but it's not so matte that it gets, cakey looking. All right, so we're gonna prime our lids. I'm actually gonna go into my face first this time, which is strange for me, I know. My eyes first. And this is my MAC Paint Pot Soft Ochre. It is what I use every single time that I do my makeup. All right. And I don't have any Tarte brow products. Well, I do, but I don't. My Tarte actual pencil is empty. I literally have, I can't roll it up any more than this. That's definitely not enough to do both brows. So I may do kind of a half-ish brow when we get to that point. And then I do have my Busy Gal brows. So, I buy Tarte. I like Tarte. I have a lot of Tarte shit, so. All right, so now we're going to go into the, what was this called again? The Sugar Rush. I done threw the box on the floor. The little Sugar Rush Sunnies palette. Again, it's just a neutral, has a couple of metallics in here, a deep dark espresso, and a bone shade, which I freaking love in a palette. And then kind of a little pop of green. I'm not going to use the green. I'm making a promise right now, y'all. I'm making a promise to myself to not use that green. Or so I'm going to go into Lemonade and honestly just kind of set the entire lid because it's probably not going to show up very much. I do feel that these sometimes can have a little bit of kickback. You guys know that doesn't bother me, but just letting y'all know. And it's not terrible. It's just a little bit. So I set completely in place. And I think I'm honestly going to just build up and do a nice little smoky eye today. So I'm going to go into the deep dark chocolate brown called Retro. I do appreciate that it has a mirror, although you guys know I don't really care if a palette has a mirror or not. I'm always looking at my mirror that's down here by me. I do that because I'm blind as a damn bat and it has like a 5 times magnification and all that kind of stuff. So I prefer to use my mirror that is in front of me. All right, so far so good. Beautifully pigmented, I have to say. And we'll see how it kind of performs. Again, I've had several Tarte palettes. Like I said, a few of them I feel like they kind of, you know, as you blend them, they kind of wither away. But other than that, I've never had any issues with them. And so far so good. Same thing with this. And I'm probably gonna do one eye on camera, one eye off. And y'all know if this gets too long, y'all know what mama says, okay? Grab you a tea, grab you a tequila, grab a drink, grab a water, whatever you need to grab. Grab a taco, okay? Don't leave the tacos behind. And right here, right there. 3 dots, click it, speed me up. That's all I gotta do. So again, I'm really aiming for nice and smoky. And we'll just kind of build it up a little bit. I'm still just kind of singing a pretty fluffy brush. It's laying down the pigment nicely. And again, other than the very little bit of fallout in the pan, nothing's kind of on my face, nothing's extreme. I do kind of miss the fact of, you know, it not smelling like traditional Tarte palettes because they smell good. I love Tarte foundations, have for a very long time. Of course, I love the Tarte Shape Tape. I've been enjoying their brow products too. I'm a sucker for a sale, y'all, and I always shop when there is a good sale. That's just, you know, that's how I roll in the realm of beauty and makeup. So again, literally just doing a classic smoky eye and building that up. Yeah, and I mean, as much as I'm building that up, there is no patchiness. It doesn't look crazy or anything. Ooh, that's a pretty color. That's a really pretty color. Really, really nice. But I love their blushes. The Amazonian clay blushes are fantastic. I have highlight palettes. I have highlighters. I have blush palettes. I like Tarte a lot, okay? I just do. I'm gonna grab another fluffy brush and I'm gonna go into, I think, Spring Break, just to soften the edges the slightest bit. I'm actually gonna mix Spring Break and Lemonade. And with not much pressure on the brush at all. Oh yeah, that's looking really pretty. Blending well. I'm liking the transition. It looks really pretty. All right, so far so good, y'all. I'm gonna go into a smaller brush. I'm gonna go back into Retro and just connect from the top to the lower lash line. And you can build this up as much as you want. You can go as smoky as you prefer. That is completely your choice. And then I'm gonna go into Pool Hop right here. And then I'm gonna kind of further smoke this out. Again, do however much you want to do. You ain't got to go all crazy. But I haven't done a smoky look really in forever, like on my channel or in real life, pretty much. And I like to come like actually down into, you know, my little crease area right here. I like that when I'm doing a smoky eye, kind of an extreme blown out smoky eye. I think it is stunning. Okay. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here, and then we'll come back and I'll decide do I want to keep it grungy and smoky or put something on top of it. So BRB. All right, beauties. I had to turn my light on because it's getting a little bit dark outside, and we got to bronze up real quick, and then we'll finish the eyes. Again, they perform beautifully like I figured they would. Nicely pigmented. They blend well. I don't feel like they became muddy or anything like that. So I think we're done with the palette. I think I'm going to keep it super smoky and just add a little pop in the inner corner. Maybe we might just do a whole matte look. Okay, honey. I'm going to go in with my Judy brush from the Crown Case and my Tarteist Pro Glow palette. I love this palette a whole lot. I'm going to go right here in the shade Sculpt without blinding you guys, hopefully. And we got to warm the skin up a little tiny bit. Okay, we look very, very pale. Very pale. But I feel like everything they have lasts a long time on the skin. Y'all know that's one of the most important things in makeup and beauty for me. Obviously, does it work well? Do I feel like I'm getting my money's worth? You know, longevity is a huge thing for me. I feel like if I put it on my skin and it disappears an hour later, then I'm wasting not only my money, but my time, okay? When we're trying to reapply things over and over again. So, just warming up everything so I don't look quite so, crazy, okay? And honestly, I will say too, the light sand in that is considerably lighter than the light sand in the Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation and also the Amazonian Clay. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if they're kind of, if it's because the formulation is different or whatever, but just wanted to note that. I do definitely feel like it is a different shade. Okay. I'm now going to go into my Tarte. This is the 9 Ways to Shine Cheek Wardrobe. This has Frosty, Sleigh Bells, and Shimmering. And it's this cool little trio that you open up, and then you have a highlight and then 2 blushes. I'm going to mix both blushes together. One is a true matte and one has a little bit of a shimmer, which y'all know that I really enjoy. I'm all for a shimmer in any kind of product, really, okay? And I like to take it over my nose. And then definitely because we are trying to deepen things up a little bit and warm our skin a little bit, we're gonna use a lot. I may look like a hot ass mess at the end of this, which is fine by me. I'm gonna go in with my powder brush now and just make sure everything is nicely diffused. Nothing looks heavy. Oh, it is throwing me off because it's so light. Okay. I'm gonna set my face as I always do. Again, this is not first impression. I've used this brand for years and years and years. And get everything pressed in. Maybe we cannot look so crazy. I don't know what is happening in between my nose. I don't know if I put too much powder there, but she ain't looking cute, y'all, at all. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to do my brows real quick. All right, beauty, so we have our brows done. You will see the sketch and set in my next empties. I don't really want to try this, you guys. But it may look... No, I don't like it. Yeah, I'm gonna probably gift this to somebody, you guys. I just can't. I can already tell that it's a weird kind of thicker, chunky formulation and it has glitters in it. So I'm just not even gonna try it. I'm gonna go ahead and sanitize it really quick. I just have alcohol in a spray container and you spray and you let it dry. And then I will, of course, use a Lysol wipe on the outside of it. I'm gonna go into one that I really love. I'm very sorry, you guys. I know it's not part of the Create Your Own. I'm gonna go right here in my favorite shade in this one, and this is called Stunner. And that is what it looks like. It's gorgeous. And I'm gonna go in. Oh, yes, please. Gorgeous. This smells so good. Like, this is the iconic Tarte scent. Like that yummy, delicious, like cocoa scent. Oh, it's nice. It is lovely, 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 lovely. I have not done a fully matte eye in a really long time, y'all. A really long time. I feel like I'm looking really dry. I don't know if it's from just adding the powder on top and maybe I didn't moisturize enough prior to starting. But that's okay. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Oh my God, that smells insane, you guys. It smells amazing, amazing, amazing. So we're almost done. I'm gonna pop probably that same shade in my inner corner. I'm gonna use Stunner again. Just to give us a little something, something. Oh yeah. And then before we go in with our mascara and lips, I always like to spray my face again. All right, so like I always do, I'm going to spray my face one more time. and just press everything down. Again, I love that this just kind of takes away any dryness, any powderiness, and it really sinks the makeup into the skin as opposed to the makeup sitting on top of the skin, which I prefer and I like that. So now I'm going to go into this Araceli. This is a black gel pencil eyeliner. Y'all know I'm not a huge, look, y'all better write this down. We know that I'm not an eyeliner fan, but with a smoky eye, I think it's important, so we're going for it, okay? I've used this one time before off camera, and I will tell you it is very pigmented and it does last in the waterline a very long time. It is a very good liner. I'm also going to take and do just the slightest little bit of a line here. All right, so we're almost done, y'all. We're almost there. I'm now going in with the Tarte Opening Act Lash Primer. I have not tried their primer. I'm 99% sure. Oh, it did have a mascara. Awesome. It came with a little mini lights camera lashes. I already have one that I'm using. It's not the best. It's not my all-time favorite, but y'all know how incredibly picky I am with mascara because I don't wear lashes. So I will mix it with this lights camera lashes. I do like the component. I think it's really pretty. It actually feels substantial. Feels pretty nice. I love lash primers. The one by L'Oreal is really good, and the Lancome one is really, really good as well. Okay, I like this already, I can tell you that, because it's also separating, and it kind of puts off a lot, but like not too much. I know it's kind of hard to explain, but if you use lash primers, then you probably understand what I'm saying. I like for it to kind of put off a lot of product onto the lashes. And then it also kind of helps me comb through the lashes and really start lengthening them. So far so good. I like this. And then by the time I finish this one is set just a little bit and ready for me to apply mascara. So this is the Lights Camera Lashes. Again, it's okay. It's, you know, it's not my all-time favorite for sure. I'm trying to use it up. I'm definitely trying to be more mindful of opening things and then just kind of counting it out and just saying, you know, no, I'm not going to use it at all. And then it sits there. Now, if it's something that I can sanitize and sell, sanitize and give away, sanitize and send in a random act of kindness, that's different. But obviously we cannot do that with mascaras. So yeah. And I do also keep all of my old mascaras, and then I am going to be sanitizing, cleaning, washing all of the wands and send them for Wands for Wildlife in October. Also, if you ever get mascara, like literally leave it alone, let it dry completely, because if you try to mess with it when it is wet, it's a mess, okay? I have to say, with the primer, I like the mascara more. Very nice, very nice. And of course, if you want to do a wing liner, do a wing liner. If you like lashes and you want to use lashes. There is no wrong way, y'all, okay? I say it all the time. You do what makes you feel like the best version of yourself, period. We're still gonna leave this. I'm not gonna touch this. We're gonna not mess with it at all. And then last but not least, we're gonna go into the Tarte Lip Paint. This is the shade Birthday Suit. And again, it's just a really pretty nude. I do like the formula. I will say the formula for me tends to dry my lips out a little bit more. All liquid lipsticks are going to dry your lips, okay? I also do not like the fact that it smells like mint, but the formula feels light. They're very opaque. They last a long time, but I don't like that minty smell. I know a lot of people do. I prefer either fruity or more like baked goods or no scent. And of course, it'll start raining. They also have a million shades to choose from. All right, I'm liking it, y'all. I'm liking it all. So we are gonna fix our little snafus, and I usually just keep these little beauty Q-tips. We have a pointed side. You could use this to clean up your lip line, clean up eyeliner, things like that, and then also a blunt side that you can use for obviously other things as well. So overall, I definitely love it. It created a beautiful, you know, smoky eye look. I know I had to kind of jump in and use other products, not just from my Build Your Own kit, but I definitely wanted to showcase Tarte as a brand because I do love the brand overall. That highlight, it's not for me, okay? Maybe somebody that is a little bit younger, maybe doesn't have more mature skin, textured skin, that would work great for. So I'm gonna, you know, just keep the box and stuff and put that in a, you know, in a box and gift that to somebody. The Keep Calm Sunny's On palette. It is super cute. I feel like it worked beautifully. Obviously, I only used a couple shades. But I do like it. Again, I like their formula, and I already know that I like their formula a lot. So I will be keeping this. Just kind of a handy little easy travel friendly neutral, you know, eyeshadow palette. So I liked that. I overall liked everything. I'm really impressed with the brush too. I am really picky about brushes in regard to them not being super stiff and uncomfortable on the skin, but then also, you know, not being too soft. I mean, this is very firmly packed, so I really like it, and aesthetically it's really pretty. So that is it. I really like the look overall. I think it's absolutely stunning. So we will get up close and personal, and then I will bid you adieu. So that is it, beauties. That is my full face using all Tarte Cosmetics. And then of course using my Build Your Own kit. I think that it is an absolutely phenomenal value, especially considering their average, you know, foundations are $39. So, I mean, for not much more, you know what I mean? You can pretty much build your entire face. And I like that you get the cosmetics bag, you get, you know, a complexion product, a priming, prepping type of product. You basically build the entire face. So especially if you're new, I feel like, I mean, I love it as someone who loves Tarte, but especially if you're new, you're kind of getting your feet wet to the brand. For little more than spending money for just a foundation, you create an entire kit. Okay, so excellent value. I really love getting this Build Your Own kit. Yeah, I love Tarte. I love Tarte overall as a brand. So that's it, beauties. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for taking the time out to come and watch. If you're still here, I would love if you would consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to have you be part of my beauty family here on YouTube. And please always remember to be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.